What's up, guys? I'm LQ. This is the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me here at my YouTube channel. This is where we talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that we love to talk about. Movies, video games, comic books, TV shows, and guess what? WandaVision Episode 3 was not the only thing that dropped on Disney Plus this week. No, we got a new series from Pixar called Pixar Popcorn. And, It did what several series have done now on Disney Plus. It's a series. There are episodes. Much like the Marvel Legends thing that came out to much fanfare, and we found out that they were 5 to 7 minutes episodes. Pixar Popcorn is shorts. And often Pixar has a long history of doing shorts. Typically those shorts are several minutes long, 5 to 10 minutes long. Here, the shorts were typically 1 to 2 minutes. Some of them extended a little bit longer, 3, maybe 4. They were extremely short. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to rank them from worst to best, the ones that I like the least to the ones that I like the best. Now, to be clear, there's not much to review here as far as episodes are concerned. There's not much to review here as much as quality is concerned. It's Pixar. They do a good job, right? I'm just going to give you guys the ones that I enjoyed the least to the ones I enjoyed the most. And we're just going to have some fun talking about it. But before I do that, I want to point out that the most enjoyable part of this series was the opening. The Pixar opening with the lamp bouncing in. Every single opening was different, and it all played on the theme of popcorn. So for me, the most enjoyable part of watching this series was to see the different intro for each episode. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing that was what I enjoyed the most. But to be clear, I did have a good time watching this. It was cute. It was cute. Alright, so let's talk about the worst one all the way up to the best one. The one that I liked the least was episode 2, Unparalleled Parking. This is one that takes place in the Cars universe. Involves some cars getting creative on parallel parking, and it was just kind of dull, to be honest with you. Alright. Number 9 is episode 4, Soul of the City. So this one takes place in the world of Soul, the movie that just came out. And it was extremely short. I like the concept behind it, showing what makes a city go, its diversity, its people. I like the idea behind it. It was just so short that by the time you realize, oh, okay, I know what they're doing here, it was done. So, Soul of the City, episode 4 is number 9. Number 8 is episode 7, A Day in the Life of the Dead. This takes place in the Coco universe, and it was okay. It was okay. There was it didn't really have any kind of plot to it. It was just showing people in the land of the dead doing different things, working out, playing games, socializing together, and it had kind of a Beetlejuice quality to it, where it was a little macabre, but it was funny. So I liked it. It was one of the longer ones, but it just... Coco is not one of the... I know a lot of people love Coco. A lot of people love Coco, and I understand why. Coco is not one of those Pixar movies that resonated with me, and I didn't think it was bad. It just didn't resonate with me here. So I don't know. This one spoke less to me. So I appreciate what it was. It just spoke less to me. Alright, number 7. Number 7 is episode 9, Dancing with the Cars. And this is obviously a Cars episode that had the Cars they're at a dance party, and it kind of illustrates how different songs can talk to different people and appeal to different personalities, but it also had a segment where it showed and explained that songs can actually unify people, that music can unify people. So it was a great message. I just felt that the message was kind of secondary to the fact that it was also kind of boring. The message was great, and the message is what puts it number 7 instead of lower, but it wasn't that entertaining. So number 7 was Dancing with the Cars. All right, number 6 is Dory Finding, set in the world of Finding Nemo, and the title was also a play on words because the second movie was called Finding Dory, and this one is called Dory Finding, and it involves Dory swimming around finding human stuff at the bottom of the ocean, glasses or mirrors or whatever the case may be, and interacting with them. It was cute. It was one of the longer ones, and it was definitely enjoyable to watch. All right. Number 5 is episode 1, To Fitness and Beyond. This was a Buzz Lightyear centric episode where he was working out to some workout music. And he was looking around, seeing that a bunch of the toys were having a difficult time working out because of how they're made, how they're structured, and he gets frustrated and walks away. And when he the music comes back on, and he turns around and he saw that the toys had all adapted. You know, they had adapted to their body type, to their body construction, to where they can work out. So then Buzz Lightyear goes back and joins them for the workout. It was a great message about overcoming limitations, and it was also a message just about having fun together. So the first one was a pretty good episode. It was definitely fun to watch. All right, so that was number 5. All right, number 4 was episode 6, Chore Day, The Incredibles Way. So obviously this takes place in the world of The Incredibles, and it shows how Dash and Veronica and Jack how they do their chores. So they use their powers to do their chores. It was entertaining to watch. Again, there was no real plot driving this short episode. It was very situational, but given the fact that the situations were all relatable, it was very fun to watch. So that was number 4. All right, number 3 is Fluffy Stuff with Ducky and Bunny. 3 heads. And so Ducky and Bunny were the characters in Toy Story 4, the bunny and the duck that were attached at the arm, voiced by Key and Peele. And I think Key and Peele voiced them in these 2. They showed up in 2 episodes here, and I think Key and Peele voiced them here also. But they were really funny just the way they bounced off each other. It was almost like a comedy routine where the object of the comedy routine was somebody in the audience that the comedian starts ragging on. And we've all probably seen that kind of comedy before, where a comedian finds somebody in the audience and just starts ragging on them, and it's all in good fun. And it felt like the sheep with the 3 heads, it was actually 3 sheep standing next to each other. They just start ragging on this sheep, and it was really funny. I almost put it higher, but then I thought to myself, do I want to put higher than number 3, a couple characters bullying another character? I don't know. It was funny. That was my number 3. All right, number 2 is episode 10, Cookie Num Num. Also takes place in the world of The Incredibles. It involves Mr. Incredible, Veronica, not Veronica. Her name's not Veronica. It's Velvet. No, that's not Velvet. What is the girl's name? Violet. It's not Veronica. It's Violet. Where did Veronica come from? It involved Mr. Incredible, Violet, and Dash up in the middle of the night trying to get the last cookie out of the kitchen without waking up baby Jack and Mrs. Incredible. And it was funny. It was actually kind of funny to see like 2 kids fighting their dad over a cookie. My son, him and I wrestle all the time. So I wonder if some people were like, oh, that dad is letting that kid mess with him like that? And I'm over here like, I relate. It was funny. It was a funny episode. That's number 2. But number 1 is episode 5, Fluffy Stuff with Ducky and Bunny, Love. And this was such a simple concept. It was Ducky and Bunny standing next to each other. They have to stand next to each other because they're attached to each other. But they're standing next to each other, arguing about over which one of them kids love the most. It was just very fast-paced, very witty, and very funny. A little monotonous, but the monotony started to make it funny as well. I really liked the flavor of this episode. I liked the comedy style. It really worked for me. It really resonated, and it felt like something that was speaking to people from my generation. It was just that's the type of comedy that I watched a lot when I was a kid. So Fluffy Stuff with Ducky and Bunny, Love is the best episode of Pixar Popcorn. In my opinion, anyways. And that's just my opinion. What was your favorite episode of Pixar Popcorn? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your take on it. I'd love to have a conversation about it. And I'd love it if you subscribe to my channel while you were down there. Hit that subscribe button so you can keep up to date on everything that I'm doing, and I do try to put out a lot of content. So thank you so much for joining me here at the OQ Review, where we get to talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that we love to talk about. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.